Well, good morning and welcome back to Studio G, and I'm going to do something real special. I know that I have promised, I made a vow many times that I'm done with auctions, and really I am. However, I am going to go this morning, it's pretty early in the morning, along with my wife. It's only about 15 miles away, and I'm going to go to an auction. I have quite a few tools, but I'm not going to buy anything, so I think I'll leave the wallet at home, except for my driver's license, just have a fun day, maybe have a hot dog or a barbecue or something like that and talk to a few people, but I'm absolutely not going to buy anything. Those days are gone for good. Well, I'm back home and it's about 6 hours later, and I'm very disappointed in myself because I did get a number, just in case, I saw something I had to have, and then this stuff followed me home in the back seat. So I'm pretty disgusted with myself, but I did buy some kind of neat things. I was outbid. I bid on a little lathe, a little Harbor Freight lathe, about that long. And I got outbid, thank goodness, because I have already bought, 3 or 4 lathes in the last month. But all right, I don't know, I'm just out of control, but let's go through some of this stuff and see. I think I did get a few things that you might like, but I also bought some shop supplies like light bulbs and rags and things like that. I always like to grab that type of thing if I can, but there are a few Starrett tools, so let's go through this stuff. There's no greater luxury than plenty of clean rags. And I bought a tripod for $5 or something. Brand new in the box, because my tripods are wearing out. The legs won't lock anymore. They telescope on me, so it's not the highest quality. Well, it's lightweight. Well, what does that mean? Probably no good, but better than what I have. All of the tripods that I have, I purchased at garage sales, and they are always missing this, what I will call the shoe, right here. So I'm glad to get one that is whole, and it doesn't look too bad, does it, for just a few dollars. Let me pull out a few things. This is just aluminum sheet. I have a repair job to do here on the house, so that's what that is. And I bought another one of these Colombian anvils. I don't know why. It's cast iron, but it is Colombian, because I just got rid of one of these and now I buy another one, so that's kind of crazy. And then I bought a whole box of Stanley planes. I don't even collect planes anymore, but there's one of these. I think it's a rabbit plane. There's a piece of junk that'll go straight to Habitat. And there's a number 5 Stanley, not very good, corrugated. And a number 6 Stanley, also corrugated. In fairly good shape, because the tote where my thumb is actually is still there. And that's all I'm going to say about these planes, because you guys are metal workers, not woodworkers. Well, it's the next day and it's kind of chilly in here. Winter is coming, and I have not gone through all of this stuff yet, and I can't wait. Couldn't hardly sleep last night. But as you can see, my new lathe has become a catch-all. So we got boxes of junk and debris everywhere. I don't think it'll take real long to go through this stuff. And I believe I have some interesting stuff to show you, so let's get started. By the way, later in the video I have some auction footage. I just walk around and take pictures of the flats and all of that, so you can watch that if you are interested. So let's go through this, but first, there were several model airplanes, and I bought this for only $1, I think it was, because I wanted the engine, and the tail is gone, and it's just junk except for the motor, and that's what I wanted. So let's go through this one now. And I don't know why I bought this flat here, and I'm going to try to go through fast, and there's always somebody who says, oh, you missed this, or you threw that away, and I know. But I didn't get a chance to look at this ahead of time until they were holding it up, and I saw a caliper. So I thought, oh, I got to have that. Well, once I got it, it's a Sears Craftsman. And it's all right. There's nothing wrong with it, except there's a man's initials on it, dead man, by the way. and then this worthless little school type vernier, which will go to habitat. Anything that is worth saving that I do not want will go to habitat. You know, a tray like this is probably the contents of a drawer. They just dumped it into here, and that's why you see a hodgepodge. But as I started to go through here, I'm there, wow, there is a Starrett square with the little bevel ends on it, not in real good shape, but I think I have extra blades, so that's a nice find right there. But wait, I'm not sure it's a Starrett. I've never seen one with this groove before. But examining the rule itself, there's no name on it, so I guess I do not know, but judging from the shape of the nut, I thought that it was Starrett, but now I'm wondering. Globe Master taps, never been opened. That looks like something for habitat, doesn't it? Now, I had one of these one time, remember? I believe that it is for engraving, and it might be Sun Electric. Here is a huge Brown and Sharp telescoping gauge, but there's only one, and not very good condition, but I'll save it nevertheless. And I see in here pipe taps. All kinds of them. These cost a fortune if you had to buy them. I guess there's what? About 5 of them. I don't know what that's for. I think that's for a little nibbler. Have no idea. But the nice thing about this is certified. I know I'm full of hot air. Okay, I've been sorting through off camera, so we've got some nice dies and a tap. I think this has something to do with installing windshields or windows or something. Some air fittings. Nice square. That's kind of nice. A grabber, some brushes, Allen wrenches, and these are some type of shear blade, I believe. There's a whole bunch of those, and I'm not totally sure. So I guess there's really not too much in there besides that. So that's the end of this box. I bought a whole pile of scrap for $1 just for this aluminum. I can cut the holes off, but there's some pretty nice pieces of aluminum there. Most of it I left lay, but there also was a coil of white trim aluminum that I needed for a job. So that's worth $1, don't you think? Well, just what I need, more dull drill bits. But the reason I bought this box for $5 or whatever it was, there's a live center in here, and perhaps this belonged to that little lathe that I bid on and I was outbid. So make sure you check out that little Harbor Freight. That appears to be a number 2, and it appears to have never been used. So that's worth the price of admission. Now here's a little Craftsman box, and I've never seen anything like this before, but there is blades in there, and quite a few of them, and they all look brand new and on both sides. So those will fit my jigsaw, I think, so not bad. Another one of these. I prefer the ones that are black in color. This is a General, I think. No, it's a Craftsman. Still usable. Also in here, look, we got some countersinks, a chuck, not very good, probably off of an electric drill. And you know, I've been trying to get rid of my small drill bits, but you know, there's entire packages of high-speed drill bits, number 60s, 58s, 56, 3/32, and 16. So I like the fractional ones. All kinds of drill bits here. I'm sure most are dull, but you know, I've got 3 or 4 drill sharpeners. There is a taper reamer for taper pins. Stuff like that will get pitched, of course. Plastic, I don't like those. Some hooks. So I got some sorting to do here. A lot of this, I'm sure, is garbage, but there's a few good things in here. Oh, pocket knife. That's a beauty. For $1, I always have to buy manuals, and I do not know why I do. And these are marine-related propellers, and there's a service manual for a Mrpete cruiser, Volume 1 and 2, and Chrysler Marine engines. So just interesting stuff to look through, even if I have to get rid of it. So I keep your interest. Let's go through the Starrett items, and there's a few more items besides what I have here, but these red boxes sure catch my eye, don't they? There weren't a whole lot of people there, but I was outbid on several Starrett items, or big old Brown and Sharp rusted micrometers, which I didn't really want. Well, here's an inside micrometer with the rods. Now, is everything there? I really don't know, but it is a Starrett, and I haven't really had a chance to look at it yet, and that is the model. Now, you might see some of this stuff show up on Mrpete, I don't know, because I'm buying package deals, you know. So in here is the usual, but I got a kick out of this. This doesn't belong in here, but here is a 1/2 inch micrometer. It's a handy one too, and it's made in USA. Now, I know this is just almost a child's toy, but in another video, I'm going to actually compare this with a real micrometer and see how accurate it is, just for the fun of it. But my wife noticed this. She points things out for me. But on the barrel here, or thimble rather, and you're not going to be able to see it, and I got to get my glasses on to even read it, but I think I found it very interesting that right here it says sold only at Woolworths. Some of you do not even know what Woolworths is or was, but it was a dime store. All right, enough on that. I had fun just playing with that during the auction. So in here, of course, is the back plunger type of indicator with all of the accessories, and it seems to work all right. Maybe a little sticky, but usable. And I think all or most of the accessories are in here, along with the lid, but this is kind of broken out. But still fun. It's fun, isn't it? That's why I do this. It's fun. Micrometer, depth gauge, 0 to 3, along with some documentation. It's the wide base, and it looks in pretty nice shape. Few little smudges on it. I don't see a man's name. Some stains. There's a nice micrometer. Just what I need. I bought this box with a pair of binoculars, and I think they're cheapies and they're small ones, but the whole deal here is I intend to keep these in the car, because I don't have to worry about people stealing them. And they're made in Japan, and they're Sands and Strife. And the reason I bought this is my original drafting set when I was in junior college was Sands and Strife. And this is the only instrument I've ever seen made by them other than my drafting set. So maybe they're considered junk, but these are my new bird watching binoculars. I think, and I'm going to throw the strap away. They're nothing but a nuisance. And the case. Everything goes except this. And what they're 8 by 30s. I don't think there's much in here. I'm sure that the super glue is probably out of date. Electrical tape. Oh, there's all kind of. Oh, there's a bunch of wheels, brand new. Huh. Muffler cutter type wheels. Whole bunch of those, brand new. Whole pack of them. Wow. I think they're from the freight store, though. I don't believe they're high quality ones. And nothing like a 6-inch General dial caliper, direct reading. Would you believe that that was $26? And that has to be years and years ago. Habitat. You know, it might be fun in a video to use this and compare it with like a real caliper. And what is in the Craftsman box? More drills bound for Habitat. This man was a model railroader, so he had a lot of things associated with that. You might see in the following video clips when I'm over there at the auction. But there's the tail, balsa wood. Too late now. Have no idea what that is. I still don't. But it's corrosive. Oh, it's a battery. What's left of it. Oh, junk, I guess. Well, there might be some use to this little gadget. I don't know. Oh, that's the lid. I'll go through that in a second. Yeah, there's some railroad parts. Brushes. Oh, Henry will like that. Oh, there's a lot of these little railroad trucks. I don't know if I should just throw those out or what. And I did see this earlier. Probably the only valuable thing in here are some nice pieces of hobby brass. For instance, that piece cost $11. Would you believe that? Wow. Little screws, probably junk. All right, let's go through this real quickly. I don't have much hopes for this. A proto wrench. You know how I love my proto wrenches? And a Vulcan. No, it's a Williams. Oh, that's kind of a treat. And, oh, hey, there was a lot of Snap-on tools, and there was one man there that would buy them all. It didn't matter how much it cost. You know, all that stuff goes for over $100. And wait a minute. Another story here, boys, another story. Snap-on. I don't believe it. Bent. Oh, that's a Snap-on, but it's bent. It's heck to get old. You can't read anything anymore without putting these on. So there's other miscellaneous things here. A few items that might be kind of nice. Oh, I'm really happy with this. Just what I need, more wrenches. In order to buy this Starrett item, whatever's in here, I had to buy this whole box along with another box of mainly junk, and I had to pay way, way too much for it. But let's see what we got here. We got a nibbler of some kind. You know, maybe, could those go together? It's air operated, and what brand is it? Central Pneumatic. Well, you know where that came from, but it probably works all right. And there's a little die grinder, also unmarked. Just tells the pressure you need. And here's another one. Campbell Hausfield muffler grinder. I don't know if this is any good. Looks pretty generic. I got too many meters. Speed lock, Craftsman. This guy had a lot of Craftsman stuff. Oh, I'm going to keep that. Huh. All right. Habitat. Now, let's see what's in here. That's what I really wanted. Now, it's got the yellow label, which I thought meant special, but it's not metric, it's inch. And there it is with the documentation. Looks pretty nice. There's an initial on there, which I don't like, but it does have the carbide faces, the ratchet, the vernier scale for tenths of a thousandths. In all, a rather nice instrument, although I paid a fortune for it, including all this other junk. Well, this is the other box that I had to buy along with that Starrett micrometer, but it's really junk. I probably should have left it lay. I mean, that's $25 worth at Ace Hardware, but do I need it? I doubt it. This I need, although I'm 81, and that's a lifetime supply of socket head set screws. Just what I need, a box of these. I never use carriage bolts. Oh, a lot of fasteners here. Freeze plugs, brass screws, drill screws, clamps, rivets from a man that couldn't spell rivets. That's all right. Oh yeah, headlight adjusting screws. Yeah, I remember these or springs rather. What good is that? All kinds of brads, fuses. We don't even use that kind of fuse anymore. All right, that's almost a total waste. Dowel pins? 1/4 inch by 5/8 dowel. I'm sure that's a popular size, but I'll save those. Probably never use them. You can buy these at hey, you guys can buy a lot of this stuff at my auction next year. Make sure you put that on your calendar. All right, most of this stuff I think will get pitched. I'm just about done. I wasn't even going to show you this box, but this is mainly used stuff. But the reason I bought it is there's a lot of toggle switches in here and electrical components that sooner or later, if I live long enough, I can probably use. But do you know what it costs for one of those at a hardware store? I'm thinking it's like $6 or $7 now. So that's why I bought this stuff, even though most of it will get pitched. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little auction, because it's my last one, you know, of my life. But I make no promises. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little auction tour, the last of my career. And I got a few more Starrett items. Now stand by again for the footage. You don't have to watch it, of the auction itself. Now it was terribly windy that day, so there's a lot of that wind noise. There is no narration. So I might even mute it, in that the wind is so annoying and making that crackling sound. But if you like this kind of video, give me a thumbs up. And people are always asking for more auction videos, and I know it's the favorite of some of you viewers out there, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And lately I've been getting comments like, go to more auctions, go to more auctions. Well, I go to them when they're available, but you people out west where there aren't many auctions, I want to tell you that there are probably more here than what you experience out there, but we don't have them every day. And I was kind of lucky. There weren't a whole lot of people there at that auction because there wasn't that much good merchandise. Again, I did bid on that little lathe. I think I won 150 and it sold for 160. I'm kind of glad I didn't get it. Well, that's enough gabbing. It's Mr. Pete saying so long for now. Leave a comment, even though we got some footage coming yet, you know, if you want to see that type of thing. So long for now, and I'll see you next time. I have an awful lot of videos coming up this winter, and this is October 2024.
Yeah, right, yeah. I shot that light. Okay, cool. Well, like this morning, I was like, you know what I mean? Oh, really?
No, I don't think.
Still at 1742 26th Road?
Yep, right down, right next door.
There you go.
Thank you.
Plenty of views.
Yeah?
Yeah, for 163 pound cement.
All right, let's see if we can lift it. Up we go. Oh, is that too heavy for you? You're strong. Slow down, I can't go that fast. We'll sit her down real gently. Real gently.